That's what I came up with. 4 idiots and a guess that Selena and Spike wanted to change it to what was it? Not doofuses.
Dingus.
Uh,
Dingleberry.
Whoa.
Something like that. But I mean, whatever you guys want to do. This isn't Shady's podcast. This is our podcast.
We're a family.
But yeah.
I think it was doofuses. 4 doofuses and a guess.
Doesn't there have to be a leader though of you guys? Like, should there be a leader? I thought Shady was your guys' leader.
Pretty much.
Shady's running the show, but
I facilitate. I'm not the leader. We're all co-hosts. I facilitate. Yeah. You have to have someone keep the flow going and know what's coming. That's why I have a notebook in front of me with everything written down so we don't get lost and stray. Speaking of the Twitter questions, guys, I was supposed to do this last week. Damn, if you watch the video again, you see me getting all pissed off right before the Twitter questions. I was like, damn it, I forgot to bring it up during the meeting. One of the questions is, you guys talk about Destiny a lot because you like it. Is there any game out there any of you aren't that fond of? And what I want to happen is I'm going to say, everybody, 1, 2, 3, and we all say Fortnite at the same time.
Oh, shush.
I think we discussed this, and we pointed out that not everybody in this chat hates Fortnite.
You have a different game?
I'm a single mom of a special needs kid. I ain't got time for gaming. This is like one of the only things I do. So I don't have time to not have a game I don't like.
If I don't like it, I don't play it.
I have been tempted to download Minecraft.
It's
okay,
relaxing.
I guess that would be mine.
Is Minecraft.
Yeah, I've tried it. I've seen my kid play it. I've given it a spin or two and went, nope.
Okay, we're going to back up a little bit because the point of the answer is to be humorous, not accurate.
Minecraft.
You have to.
Dim, join us.
Roblox.
If you hate Fortnite, you could still appreciate what they did. They made a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah, and they're still making money. In fact, my kid just hit me up for an advance on his allowance to go buy a game, and I just watched Venom do this like disturbingly sexy dance last night as they were waiting for a battle, and I went, no, big no. and then Master Chief. My son was playing Master Chief skin, and he's doing like this K-pop dance, and I was like, nope.
I will definitely admit, like, I have problems with Roblox and Minecraft just because they look like unfinished games.
It's the aesthetic you don't like.
Yeah, I don't like the fact that they're all blocky and choppy. Like, they weren't that bad on, Nintendo. Why is it gotta be this bad now? Why are you doing this intentionally?
I mean, it's an aesthetic. It is. There's certain games like Journey. I really like Journey.
Did you ever play Flower?
No.
That's the one.
Reminds me of like
it was like
water,
flower, journey. Was the order? They're all very similar.
Reminds me of
you're a flower petal, and you open up flowers and get more petals, and open up areas and make a garden, make trees bloom. There's a nighttime one that's really cool. There's an electric one that you get zapped if you do it wrong.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Hi, Gingy.
Flowers.
Gingy's watching the stream.
Oh.
Hey, Ginger. Ginger. Ginger.
Aw, yeah.
Thank you for being a viewer.
Yes. With 2 comments now. I mean, the second one's screaming
Gingy?
at me to acknowledge him, but that's okay.
Gingy? Or is it Gingy?
We discussed this last week in the podcast. If you would have listened to it.
I don't think you guys discussed this. I said Ginge.
That was the first question.
Oh,
Gingy.
Okay. You were okay. I see.
I'm not saying jingle or jangle.
It sounded like you were
Dangle.
like questioning the pronunciation.
Vodka martini.
No. Oh, Mish finally messaged me back.
Oh, damn, you have to pick our location.
In the tower.
Location?
Wherever you want us to do emotes for the next half hour to hour.
Hopefully where nobody is saying the same 3 lines of dialogue over and over again.
Yeah.
Gonna go into Future War Cult's bunker.
Bourbon, actually.
We can go. Everybody go into this area where we would go get the Leviathan bow, where the robot is.
Oh god, that's hard to get to. That's kind of a pain.
Okay, not there.
He just died.
We're definitely not going over there. I can hear myself in an echo.
It should not be mine.
I'm on headphones, so I highly doubt it's mine.
Same.
Was there some odd noises? I took my headphones off and then got ready for the podcast.
Oh, that's probably what it was.
They're back on where they should be. Now I gotta find you guys.
I think this is a good
where
place.
You would like to be.
Yeah.
Oh my god, William Shatner is 90.
What?
There's too much wind. Is it too much wind in the background?
I can't hear it.
I'm not hearing either.
Yeah, I don't have. Well, you're not where we are.
I'm talking about in the game, not IRL.
Yeah.
Ah.
I have my game sounds down. And this is going to be our position for the interview. I'm going to interview you just like this.
That'll be perfect. That's perfect. Here, I'll pull my seat up a little closer. Hang on. Whoop. That was the wrong button. There we go.
Sorry, Dim.
This is how we're going to have our conversation.
Pull up a seat, Shady. Don't be shy.
I gotta be an observer.
Oh.
This is how we're going to do our interview. I look like an interviewer.
Hey, Selena, I brought my Buster Sword. Wink, wink.
Aww.
What?
Sorry, I thought that was a euphemism for something dirty.
No,
I didn't.
see?
It took me a
Buster
second.
Sword.
It took me a second.
See? I have a Buster Sword. See?
Ish.
What do you mean, ish?
That's
It's
not a
literally
very.
Buster Sword.
That's not even. I would consider the fucking the poopy. Oh wait, this is my stream. I can say fuck all I want. We're not on Shady yet. We're not there yet.
You can cuss on YouTube, just don't do it too much.
I know. I would consider the falling guillotine more of a Buster Sword than that wee little. That's not a knife.
Hey, Selena.
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
No. So that's a gunblade. That's straight Final Fantasy VIII. That's a gunblade, man.
Get over here. I wish I could take this.
It's a wee little sword. It is this wee.
It's not that small.
It's tiny.
It's not that small.
It's a wee. I mean, you could one hand that little thing. That's just.
This conversation
you don't need to.
can
I mean,
be taken so horribly. It's wonderful.
That's not the first time Dred's heard that.
The last thing you want to hear a woman say.
Well, everyone seems to be in the right mood for a jovial podcast. I'm excited.
Alive.
Are we gonna change the title? We got 8 minutes. Yes
Hey,
or no?
did you guys know that Jesus had self-revive?
Self-res.
Self-res.
That was my party name at Easter last year. It was Jesus had self-res.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Okay, again, we're gonna change the name because I got a pen in my hand.
He was the first guardian.
I'm not stressing the name, so that's on them. That's on the ladies.
Meow. What?
Wow. Wow. That's a lot of input there. Do you want to change the name of the podcast, ladies? This is our
no,
third show.
4 guardians and a guest. Yeah.
I like 4 guardians and a guest.
I don't know.
How about the podcast formerly known as Three Stooges and a Guest?
I think that's
do like that
disrespectful to
name.
Prince.
He was
Man, I tell
disrespectful
you.
to a lot of people, so I don't feel bad about that.
Performances that give me chills. Prince's Super Bowl performance, Purple Rain. Gives me
You mean
chills.
the hologram one or
No,
the actual one? Okay, because
the
they
actual
reprised
one.
his. I think when that what they did was they reprised it, but in hologram form.
The
That
actual
one with like
Super Bowl.
JT.
Yeah, the actual Super Bowl performance, the one that he did in the rain in Miami during
Okay,
Purple Rain.
that's pretty cool.
That one gives me chills. When Aretha Franklin stepped in for Pavarotti at the Grammys, I think, and I can't remember the song that she sang, but that gives me chills too. Just every time I hear it, just both of those, just
Okay.
Mufasa,
Sabi.
Mufasa.
Oh, get the chills. Oh, Whoopi. I love Whoopi. I've been rewatching Star Trek The Next Generation. I mean, for like the fourth, maybe fifth
For
time.
Gaia.
For Guinan. I fucking love Guinan. Oh my god. And she's just so... I just watched the episode where they... her, Picard, Ensign Ro, who's... she's Bajoran, or... Is she Bajoran? Or she's... Anyway. And then, who else was it? Fudge. 4 people. Anyway, they get like it was Picard, Guinan, Ro, and somebody else, and they get reverted back into children. Like,
I remember that episode.
yes, and like all of their characters did so well, like playing because they still had their minds.
The kids.
But they were
did
just
great
in
jobs
kid
of
bodies.
being
The kids did
grown-ups.
really great jobs of like playing their adult counterparts.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, that's why it was forgettable. I'm so sorry. It was, what's her face? Ming Na Wen, isn't that? No, it's not Ming Na Wen. Fuck.
No, Ming Na Wen is
it's
Agents
the-
of S.H.I.E.L.D.
but
and
yeah.
she's never forgettable. She's hot.
Yes,
She
I
is
love Ming Na Wen.
badass hot. Yep.
She's in Joy Luck Club, right?
No, I don't think so. Oh, wait, she might have been. That was a
think
long
she is.
time
I
ago.
know.
That was a long
That
time
movie,
ago.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but that movie, I've seen it a couple times, makes me cry. Like, hard, makes me cry hard.
Ming Na Wen is never
But no, it's
forgettable.
the chick that plays O'Brien's wife, Keiko.
Oh,
Keiko.
Yeah.
What about
But she
her?
gets turned into a child too. Like, and it's so weird because she's married to O'Brien, and I was like, because it's been so long since I'd seen it, but yeah, there's a part where like, she wants to like be comforted by her husband in this traumatic like time in her life, but he's like, "Oh, you're a kid. This is weird." He's like, "I don't think this is appropriate." She's like, "Miles, I'm still your wife." He's like, "Yeah, but
I actually
you're a
remember
child."
that line too. Yeah.
Oh
See,
man, good episode.
I'm currently rewatching Stargate SG-1.
Yeah, Ming Na Wen's in Joy Luck Club, and
Yeah, she is. Okay, yeah, my stupid computer.
Yeah.
won't
I'm
pull up.
watching Discovery. First time.
okay.
Oh, nice.
That's the one with the
nice.
new. Wait, no, it's not. Is it?
The Red Angel at the end.
See, I haven't seen Discovery.
Is that the one where it's like the first
It's before the original series.
with like Bill Pullman or whatever his name is, or the
No.
Quantum Leap guy? The Quantum Leap.
No.
That's
That's
Enterprise.
Enterprise.
That's
Oh, okay.
Enterprise. Discoveries, that's
Discovery.
the new one with the chick
Picard.
from...
Oh no, it's not.
Walking Dead.
Yeah, the chick from Walking Dead.
I can time it
As-
for you, Selena. The captain of the ship is Captain Pike.
Yeah.
Well, briefly.
That is before Kirk.
It is.
Okay.
Because
We're at
Pike
2 minutes,
died.
guys.
And
That's
Spock
why-
is not yet the number 1 of the Enterprise.
Correct.
No, he is. Discovery's
no,
a
he's
ship.
not.
He is. He was at one point. He left to go on sabbatical, but he was number 1 to Pike.
Oh,
And now he's
okay.
on Discovery. Now he's on Discovery
Where
with his
is
sister,
my emote that I'm looking for? I'm so
trying to save the universe.
I'm trying to be careful not to spoil anything.
Yeah,
but,
there's
yeah.
a big one. I saw it today. It's like, wow, I didn't see that coming. But anyway,
But I love the fact Doug Jones is like front and center as Saru. That man is amazing.
he does that
See, I
character
haven't
well.
watched any of it.
I recommend it. It's on.
Is it good?
Was it?
I
Is it
like it.
Amazon
It's a
Prime?
little bit. No, CBS. Well, now it's called Paramount Plus or whatever
Paramount
it is.
Plus,
yeah.
That's $10 a month with no commercials. It's worth it.
And it's $7 if you don't mind commercials.
Yeah, I mind commercials.
Am I missing my email?
Captain Janeway.
I love Janeway.
Okay, now that's Voyager. She's actually
that's what I said.
Did you hear she's coming out of that she's reprising her role for the young adult I think it's a Star Trek Prodigy, I think is what it's called, but it's a series, and Janeway is going to be the connecting character, I guess you would say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, she's going to be the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I guess we're getting ready to start stream now?
Yep, yeah, if everybody wants to be quiet for a few minutes or a few seconds. Load again. Alrighty then, guess who is back? Hello, and welcome to the Destiny podcast, formerly known as Three Stooges and a Guest, now being known as Four Guardians and a Guest. So we got promoted. This is episode 3. With me, as always, I have VA.
Yes, I know how to drive a stick.
Selina.
Meow meow.
And BC.
They used to call me Crazy Joe.
You're getting better every week. Okay, our special guest this week is a big fan of the show and a big member of our family. I can't wait to have this go down. Dreadman walk in. Dim Dread, how are you doing, Dread?
I'm doing just fine.
You sound so enthused. Like we woke you up or something.
Oh, God. We're starting now? Oh, man. I thought we just talked for like an hour. That was the podcast, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okay, so, again, we don't have Discord up and running yet, so we were in the tower last week doing emotes for an hour, and we have an award that I give out every week for the best emote, and Dread, as a guest today, you were actually on our fire team in the tower last week, so you are eligible to win. You're not going to, but you are eligible.
I'm not going to. I know that.
Drum roll, please.
I never thought I would win anything.
This Guardian did a bunch of
podcast.
emotes, but there was a time where this Guardian was like standing still for like 20 minutes. And I noticed it right away, and it looks like everybody, the other 5 of us around that person, was trying way too hard to win the contest. So the award for the best emote goes to VA for just standing there. That was the best one I saw.
Nice. She stood there with that sword for so long.
Oh, it was an emote.
It was awesome.
With
nice
the
job,
flaming
VA.
sword.
That was genius. That was absolute genius.
I have to admit, I changed one of my emotes to match up with your emote. You had a flaming sword. I have a faithling sword. Yeah.
We have
Fencing
3
foils,
honorable mentions. 2 of them are Selina. Selina, when you took the marshmallow and took it off VA's sword and then off my staff, that was pretty funny. And you also pulled out the hunter flag at one time. I thought you were trying to favor the judges because you know what hunter. I appreciate hunters so much. And the other one was mine by accident. I was doing the "You shall not pass" flaming thing in the ground. It has like flames coming up from the bottom. Then when I hit my dance, the flames didn't go away. So it looks like my dancing was kicking up flames. It was so hot.
Nice.
But no, VA had it all away.
I really do like when emotes can cross over into each other. Makes for fun.
That's one of my.
That's always fun.
That's one of my favorite things. I like to. When I used to use my weightlifting one, I would dance with it, and I would dance with the weights.
You keep the barbells in his hands while you dance. That's awesome. Okay, up next is the interview part of the show, and that's all BC. BC?
Well, they used to call me Crazy Joe, and now I'm going to ask you questions. So, we're going to start off. Let me get my interviewer chair.
Nice. I like
You
this.
got a stack of cards next to you?
There we go. I'm gonna find that one. I'll find something. We got fire. That's right. Fire. That's okay. So I got a couple of questions for you, Dim. First off, thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hopefully you enjoy yourself and be willing to come back. Only if you're good, though. We don't want you if you're
I'll
not
try to be good.
Try to be awake.
So, the first question I have for you is, what actually interested you in Destiny and keeps you coming back?
The first time that I heard about Destiny, it was maybe a trailer or something along those lines, maybe just like a promotion art or something. And I thought it was such a cool idea to have like an RPG shooter. And I haven't really played any before Destiny that were of this kind of genre. I know they get so diluted over time, somebody'd be like, oh, this is a first-person shooter. But it has so many other aspects that they borrowed from other genres of gaming, so I thought it was interesting in that aspect that Bungie was coming out with something that was akin to the game they formerly made, Halo! Everybody's favorite game, Halo 2. But I thought it was the coolest thing.
So you said it was a trailer. Was it like the visual, like moon trailer, or was it gameplay?
I think it was the one where they were on the moon, yeah, and they were like, "Oh, this is your playground," and then I started researching into it. I didn't have like internet access at my house, you know, being a young teenager. I would go to the library and I would be looking up stuff about this game, and I was like, "Man, this game sounds pretty cool." And I thought it was interesting how Bungie, they used to make a Xbox exclusive, but now they were making an exclusive for Sony. It was interesting. Because, you know, I was a fan of the Halo games until Halo 4, and then I stopped playing them.
Okay. I can understand that, going through Halo and everything.
So there was a what would you call it? Like an absence in a game that I enjoyed.
It left a void in my life.
Yes.
Now we need the small violins. Tears. Okay.
Tiniest violin.
Yes, the tiniest violin. All right. So, do you have any pets?
Do I have any pets?
Yeah, I know a couple of us.
I used to have a goldfish.
Funny enough, you know, VA is her emote is petting a cat. Selena, we can tell she's all about cats through her name.
She is a cat.
So, do you happen to have any pets?
It's funny you would ask such a question because I actually have a dog, and I got this dog pre-COVID lockdown, just before though, and I've always loved Destiny for a long time. That's why I'm probably here talking to you guys, because I love the game that you guys probably have a lot of feelings about. But I was trying to think of a name for the dog, and I was going down this list with my girlfriend. She's like, "No, I can't really remember," but they were game related and or Destiny related. But then I said, "How about Luna?" And everybody knows Luna in Destiny 2 because of the infamous gun, the Luna's Howl.
Okay.
But
and
I would say, yeah.
Wow. I just got that.
But I mean, not everybody would probably know the backstory to Luna's Howl.
So you're into lore and reading into it. Okay.
Yeah, I do like the lore of this game. It's really interesting. But if you haven't looked into the lore of the Luna's Howl weapon, you should look it up. In short, it's basically like a Destiny 2's version of John Wick. There's a guy, he loses his dog, he takes his anger out in the Crucible, and then he goes to get revenge. So, it's really cool. Look into it. It's kind of hard to find the right pieces of gear to look at, because it's kind of, that's the lore in Destiny, is kind of cryptic, and you have to dig a lot. But there's people online who already do that for you. If you've ever looked at a My Name is Bife video, he's got a couple, but he does have one that goes over pretty much everything that we know about Joseph and Luna. That was their names. It's pretty cool. There's actually, if you go to the moon and you go to the Vex Gate where you enter the garden at, you can actually find a collar from Luna set up like maybe a memorial. So it's a pretty good little Easter egg if you want to go check that out.
You know, as much as I've played this game and read into the lore and everything like that, I've never actually found that. Yeah, I think when this is over, I'm headed to the moon. I want to see it.
Welcome to Story Time with Uncle Dread.
And I really do like the lore of this game, and I've been trying to get Selina and Mish, our other friend who hasn't been on the podcast yet, but I'm sure you'll have him on this eventually, if he agrees. But
if we don't get canceled.
If anybody in this fire team right now hasn't read the Book of Sorrows, you need to go online and read those things, because they are really good. These books were written by Oryx.
Yes, I've actually read the Book of Sorrows. I use Ishtar. If you go to Ishtar, you can look up the different lore books. Not the app, of course. The app.
Ishtar Collective is
nice. Exactly.
Nice.
Ishtar Collective, the site. I've used that site multiple times to read up on the lore books. It's got a really nice interface. Not to plug anything. It's just personal. It's got a really nice interface to go through the lore books. It's great. I know this is a little bit of a sidebar, but extra question, here we go. How do you feel about them finally kind of installing the lore books into the game where we can actually read them? I know in D1 and at the beginning of D2 it was a really big issue that you could only read the lore outside of the game, but they've started putting it into the game. They put it in and you can get it and read it more than just the cards that you receive on the weapons. How do you feel about that, since you seem to be into the lore?
I think it's awesome personally, but here's the but. When I sit down and I want to play the game, I'm not getting on here to read a bunch of books, man. So I think it should have been something that was in the game when they made it, you know? But am I going to take advantage of that? No. Maybe when I'm bored, I'm going to get on my phone and I'll look it up on like a website, like you said. There's an app. I'd never tried that app, but I would always read on, I think it's a Destiny Wikipedia-esque kind of thing.
Okay.
Kind of, the website's kind of structured in the same way. It's probably crowdsourced, but I read a lot of lore on that website. But when I'm sitting down in my chair in front of my TV, I'm trying to game, so I'm not going to be reading much on the actual game. But I do like the idea, and it should have already been in the game. They shouldn't have had to add it.
Here.
Really funny side note on my part. So my son, Tardis, he was our very first guest in the podcast, actually plays the game, and he likes to read, and he likes some of that stuff. So for Christmas, I bought him a Destiny grimoire. So he actually has a hardback cover of
I'm super jealous.
Some lore.
That's pretty neat.
I've been eyeballing those for so long.
The funny thing is I bought it for him, and then shortly after I bought it for him, they input it into the game, and one of the triumphs is you got a digital version of the grimoire to read. And I'm like, I just bought that one for him. So, but yeah, it was quite interesting and fun. But yeah, I personally, I think they're great. The one I got on, the pictures, the artwork that is in it is great, and of course, you get the lore from the game that we are here because it brought us all together. So
it did. Next question.
Next question. If you could put anything on a billboard, in game or advertisement in game or in real life, what would you put on that billboard? Like, what do you think would be significant?
4 Guardians and a guest, Monday nights at 8.
I mean, Shady, that would be a great billboard. That would be a great billboard. But what, would be even better? If there was just this billboard, like, on a busy intersection, maybe where there's an interchange between highways or something, that just said, Shady Vale 35, and it had a live counter of your kills and hours played.
Okay, I was thinking maybe like a big billboard in an intersection says you're going the wrong way.
So your billboard. So let me get this straight, because I feel like you're coming from my place, my position, because Shady likes to tote me as his biggest fan, but you want to sit up here and you want to if you could make a billboard, you would want to have a live counter of Shady's kills as your billboard.
Honestly, I cannot think of one thing that I would like more than that.
That's it. I'm done.
Like, can you think of a better idea? Think of a better idea right now.
Kiss ass, kiss
Oh
ass.
my god.
You're already on the show, Dredd.
Oh my
You're already on the show.
If anybody can think of a better billboard idea, I will pay them $50.
Oh my god.
I'm so done. I'm done. There it goes.
Fudge,
Okay, so I guess I have to relinquish my title as Shady's
fanboy.
biggest fan. That's. I mean, he just. I pushed him into starting a YouTube. Where I'm here as a host on his podcast because of not. You want to put it all out there. A busy highway and a kill counter. I'm done.
I know. So
So
many
like,
people
has
driving
he had
past
that
and
many
not gonna
kills
know
in
what that
real
is.
life? I'm scared now.
Somebody's gonna be scared.
Fuck.
For the record, I'm at 3.1 million on my account and 5,500 hours in Destiny 2. Two. Counting one.
Hats
That's
off.
how the billboard
hats off.
starts.
I'm surprised we're not getting like a updated, like that should be your intro is, hi, I'm Shady Vale 35, I have, and then say your current amount of kills and hours and even maybe even minutes.
Well, if you
That
go
should be
to
your-
my channel, the tag on my channel is over 5,000 hours played, over 3 million kills. That's my tag. So I took care of that, Dredd. Thanks for the advice.
All
Any
right,
more questions,
hats off.
BC?
I give it up. No, I actually ran with 3 questions, but I hear from my little ghost here that Dim has a question for all of us.
Ooh.
Okay.
What podcast does that? Has the guests do the interviews? Wow, that's original.
I love
Dredd?
Just swapping roles a little bit.
You guys gotta change.
question here
Wait, Dredd,
is-
BC, you gotta switch sides at the table. You gotta switch sides.
Oh crap.
Oh,
He owns the table. I could get my table, but it might take
Well,
a second.
you guys both have to get up and move to the other side, and then
okay. Hold on.
Then
I have to
re-emo.
get- okay, I got up.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay, and
There
there.
we go.
I'll take 2.
You guys know right from
2
left.
cream,
Congrats.
2 sugar. Thank you. This question actually is something that I've been thinking about a lot, even if I wasn't like conscious of thinking about it. It's I'm just gonna go ahead and ask it. Why did you stop or take a break from Destiny in the past or now? If you haven't, what would make you?
All right. Well, this is my segment, so I'm answering first. I handled the
Alright,
question.
that's
I handled
fair.
it, so I'm answering first.
That's fair.
You can call out everybody else.
Okay.
I gotta pull back something. You already took one title from me. You're gonna take my job next.
You can still keep the title, man. I was just, I mean, just a random billboard. I can't think of a better idea.
Okay, so what would stop me from playing Destiny?
Like, it would have to be related to the game, not just something like in the meat space that we call our lives. Something in game.
Space.
Yeah.
Well, interestingly enough, I almost did not. I did buy the season pass at the beginning. I pre-ordered. I almost did not pre-order it because I was feeling kind of the content drying up. and becoming a bit more grindy. Truthfully, the reason that I bought this season, that I pre-ordered this season, was due to my son, because we use this to interact with each other when he's not with me, because we live in separate households. So that would have calmed down my play, if not ended it altogether, because a lot of the stuff that's available free, it really dries up really quick and might not have been anything for me to play. Is there something that I could think of that would just completely halt all Destiny gameplay for me? Or let me
even
clarify.
if
Destiny
it might
2?
not necessarily have to be, like, you've already said that you've taken breaks, right? Basically. Or have slowed down.
I definitely do not play near as much as I used to. 100%. The grind completionist in me is no longer. It's no longer an issue. There was a completionist in me that I wanted to get everything, but when I realized there were certain things that I just couldn't get at certain points in time, that part kind of subsided. I now generally I play to be stronger than my kid. So when my kid gets on, if he needs to go through something, I can Sherpa him through it.
Right. Okay.
So if my son ever gives up on Destiny, I'd be 1 foot in the grave. The other foot would be if my friends stopped playing. I'd have to say that's what it would be. My community, my friends, my family.
This is a hard question. I don't know if this fits the tone of the podcast. Jeez. I'm sorry for asking this, but I think it's an important question.
BC's just a little long one. It's all good.
You're almost making me cry.
Not everybody could be a meow meow.
Right,
Next.
Who's next? Selina's next.
Selina, go ahead.
Oh,
are talking.
Right, since I so rudely interrupted.
Meow meow.
Let's go.
Meow meow. No, for real. But I mean, there's many things. But I've paused in the past, taken hiatuses in the past, months long, because other games that I'm interested in came out. Namely, recently, Final Fantasy VII. Which we will talk about maybe, possibly, I don't know, maybe. But also before that, Horizon Zero Dawn. But yeah, a couple of games that will definitely tear me away. Good games from Destiny, but I still consider Destiny my main game that I constantly come back to, just because even if it has gotten a little grindy, it's still fun. I just like.
So don't look for you later this year when Horizon comes.
Oh yeah, just not for a chunk of time at least. I'll be back, but not for a chunk of time. Yeah, but yeah, it's just such a solid game. And I just like killing things.
I like shooting stuff. I think that's what brings a lot of people into Destiny. They want to shoot guns.
Does it feel good? And
there are a bunch of different. There's just guns for everybody.
Pop supers.
There's a lot of There's just a lot of variety, a lot of different ways to play the game, a lot of different It's just
Space magic.
And I mean, I don't do a lot of online other games. Like I said, Final Fantasy and Horizon Zero Dawn aren't really multiplayer games. Mm-hmm. But this one is, and that's another reason I come back to it. It's for the social aspect. So it's good.
I think, I bet everybody's answer will incorporate the whole, you come for the shooting stuff, and then you stay for the community.
Nice.
I'd say everybody will have a little bit of that.
Now, I'm going to throw a tantrum before VA's answer, because Shady stole my emote. This is my tantrum right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Alright, VA, you're up. What do you think?
So, I've taken some breaks. Usually, due to real life just limiting my time. But in the game, there's been times that it just has gotten grindy. In fact, I just took a 3-day break last week because after reset, I was just like, ugh, I just was not feeling it. But like you said, it's also the people. I hit a rough patch in 17 and 18, and my clan was in this game was actually a chunk of my support system. Other parents going through problems with special needs kids, and I lost my dad while playing Destiny 2, in fact. Like, I was in a strike and took a break to figure out something and realized that he had passed because he was at home in hospice. So they were just amazing, and they're like, we're here when you need it, for you, come back when you can. So just, I had 2 years of real life that was really rough, and I don't think I would have gotten through it as well if not for my Destiny clanmates. So that's a large chunk of why I do come back. I made friends.
That's amazing.
In this game.
Yeah, that's sweet.
What is it? That makes me think, some people, my girlfriend just said it to me the other day, it's just a game, but they don't understand. While I'm playing this game, life is happening all around me, and before I got in the game, life was happening, but after the game, stuff was happening. And so that's the same with every single person that you talk to on a daily basis. So, is it just a game? Yeah, but the friends you make, they're pretty real. And
they're real.
They're with you in your
welcome
life.
to the podcast sponsored by Kleenex.
Right.
I mean, it's real, but also for me, it's the cross-section of people that are in gaming. Because I'm a lifelong gamer. Like, I play D&D, and I've played it online through Roll20.net. And there's stories that, friends I've made over the last 26 years. My current gaming group has been in some configuration for 26 years. And we've got great stories in the game that we still talk about years and decades later. So in Destiny, for me, it is the people, but I also got suggestions during that rough time with my son in 2018. I got some suggestions as to services to help him, services for me, and just being there because of the cross-section of people that are, that play this game. So that's the other thing too, is you're not alone, and sometimes the other people will bring up something you may not have thought of.
Man.
Right. It's crazy to have like a whole window into the world, even if you're closing yourself off in a hard time.
So
yeah.
So I'm gonna throw in here at the end of this section, Dim, you can't have my job. Back up,
homie. That's too much work, man. I don't want to talk that much to people.
Every week.
But
I mostly like talking. I'd be a bad interviewer.
I can't tell. That was a great section, man. That was a great question. Thank you very much.
It was a great question because it covered our roundtable also. So that was 2 segments in one.
Nice.
And
my answer, I haven't answered that question. I'm gonna steal Dred's answer. He's gonna put me on a billboard. I'm gonna steal his answer. Dred said this gave him the freedom to play other games. Or was that Selena? One of you said it gave you the freedom to play other games, and I like that because I played other games. I played Ghost of Tsushima. I'm playing Battlefield 1. I'm playing poker. I'm playing Borderlands again. I'm not dialed into Destiny 24/7 because the content's kind of slow right now. You can kind of branch out and experience some variety. It's it's like cheating on your wife for a while. That's okay.
Whoa.
What? What? Wait, you lost me. What now?
I do not endorse that at all.
I mean, it's okay if she
probably
agrees,
a lot cheaper
right?
than if you do.
I get the metaphor, but I
Well,
don't
if she agrees, I don't think it's cheating at that point.
All of my wife's
I think that's
content
an arrangement.
lasted a month.
Content?
All of my wife's content lasted a month, and then the next 2 months was nothing. All right, moving on. Selena, you are up. What's the name of your section here?
Hot topics.
Excellent.
So yeah, I find it difficult to come up with a topic, but Dim, actually, thank you very much. You helped me. This I know. Oh yeah, there's like, but yeah, I'm much better with direction. But yeah, so hot topic
the right direction
of the week is basically I have been playing Final Fantasy VII Remake recently, trying to play it at night and like dedicate like Destiny time to like when most of the other people that I play with are on, and then when I have late evenings off, I'll switch off to Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is amazing. By the way,
I concur.
If you enjoy Final Fantasy, I highly recommend it. So along that line, the only reason I did start playing it though is because Dim, thank you very much again.
You're welcome.
Turn me, yeah, you're welcome. No, sorry, I wasn't waiting for. Sorry, I wasn't waiting for a response. My brain just farted out.
Me too.
So, yeah, no, he told me if y'all are PlayStation Plus members, it is worth it sometimes.
Yes.
This game was free, and is still free if I am not mistaken.
You are correct.
On PlayStation Plus right now, and I highly recommend downloading it. I did get a extended hard drive for Christmas, which thank you to my sister. Love you. That was my awesome Christmas present this year. So all the games that I previously was too scared to download on my wee little PlayStation 4, just basic model, got that, and I just am going to town on some of these free games now. So that is my hot topic, is free games, like on PlayStation Plus. If you're a member,
it's a
like
$60
what do you?
game.
Well, yeah, it's a $60
Get it
game
for
which
free.
you're getting for free.
If you want it.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Right. All of that. So, just curious though, if anybody in the group or anybody out there watching got a PlayStation Plus account and used it, and what games they really like from their free selections. And if you're an Xbox user, if there's an equivalent to that, I'm assuming that there is. What are the
Pass,
games?
I think it's called.
Thank you, VA. Awesome. Knowledge is power. But yeah. So what are you guys, if any, your things that you take advantage of with your PlayStation Plus?
Poker, Super Mega Baseball 1, fishing game, pinball. I've had like 10 free games. I mean, had 10 free games that you just,
Heck yeah. You just rattled off like 5 or 6. So nice.
I get a reminder every month from PlayStation going, hey, it's a new month.
Yes,
check
yeah.
out our games.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars
Yeah.
of free
No,
games.
it's awesome.
It's pretty
awesome.
cool. Pretty cool.
So,
I agree.
like we're
I
sponsored
played.
or something.
I played Prominence Poker. I got the remake, the Final Fantasy remake. I had gotten it previously on my account from my son's account, and so now I have it on my own, so it's not locked out. But there's been a number of games. I think it was last month was Tomb Raider, which I had seen, but I just wasn't willing to drop the $50 or $60 for it. But I'd heard nothing but good things, so now it's in my library for if I get burned out on Destiny for some strange reason.
And you want to play
There's a great free game out there. It's called Destiny2. It's a great game. I recommend it to anyone.
That is free.
Forsaken is free.
If you want a half baked experience during doing the free stuff.
But a good chunk to like at least get you a flavor. If you know, it's nice to get a flavor for free. Like it's Baskin Robbins. It's a tiny little scoop of ice cream. Here you go. You get to taste it.
Good analogy for it.
You get to taste it.
Yo, what?
No, Baskin and Robbins, 31 flavors. Tiny spoon, you taste.
Did that conclude your segment?
Oh, did anybody else? I was gonna say, did anybody else have a game that they?
And Dim did it.
Wait, what?
Not quite, not yet.
You gotta sing it. I'm not.
BC, was there a game that you or any games that you got from PlayStation Plus that you really liked?
I've been a PlayStation Plus member for a while, actually.
Yeah.
And so I focus the majority of my time on Destiny, and I'll admit, buying games just doesn't appeal to me anymore because I know I spend so much time on Destiny. I don't play many other games, so buying a game feels it feels like a waste of money because I feel like I won't play it. I try, I'm not going to say some things, but I've had a couple of friends buy games for me that I've tried to play, but I just don't seem to have the time to delay to I won't say delay. I don't have the time to
commit. To it.
Ghost of Tsushima is a wonderful game. A friend purchased for me that
You're welcome.
I said, okay, fine. You want to? I was trying to be nice. Yes, Shady bought me Ghost of Tsushima. My friend Noob, who hopefully eventually will be a guest,
that'd be
bought
awesome.
me Bloodborne, and I've played both of the games, but I feel like I've not devoted as much time to them as I should have because of so much the time that I spent on Destiny. Having PlayStation Plus and having those free games that come out, lots of times they put out games that I like. Metal Gear Solid 5 is on there. That's a game that I played. A funny story, the new Batman, Arkham, I played. That was a free game, and funny enough, I downloaded it on my system as a free game, completely forgot that I bought it. It was I had the disc sitting in my house and never used the disc, but downloaded it and played the free version. When it came out on PlayStation Plus, until I realized, like, I own this game. It's taking up space on my PlayStation for no reason because I have the disc. But yeah, there are plenty of free games that have come out on PlayStation that I played. What was it? Infamous Second Son was one of the first games that I played. I went through that and got 100% on that one, and it was a free game. It was quite enjoyable. So yeah, definitely PlayStation Plus is definitely a benefit and something that I enjoy having. I do have a library of games that I have not played because of it.
But that's the point, I think. I think the point is for you to like be able to have interest in this game that you see, have it be free, be able to download it, and then come to it like at your leisure. At your leisure.
The add-on packs, which give Sony their money as well.
Right, they get compensated in other ways. So yes, eventually.
Surprisingly.
Yes. So yeah, the Final Fantasy VII thing I think is just again like one of those little spoons where you get to taste it, and like because obviously it's
now
not a full completed game.
2.
You must you love part 1, you must buy part 2 as soon as it comes out.
Whenever
I think that's their insurance kind of on that. Dim, were there any games?
The drug dealer in the corner, the first one's free. There you go.
There you go, exactly.
Shady will like my answer. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection was free.
Yes. Okay.
And I downloaded it, and me and my girlfriend played it together.
Nice.
And beat the game.
Nice.
That was the first game she's ever played all the way through.
Well, that's sweet.
And she said that she had fun. I don't know if she was lying.
No, it's a good story.
She'll never tell.
Good story, 6 million guns. What's not to like?
Okey-doke. Dim, any other games besides that, Borderlands?
You guys mentioned a lot of them that I have, and I have many more that I can't possibly think of.
Oh, of course. Yes, I'm the same way. Wink, wink. All right. Hot Topics is over.
Thank you, Selina. Good segment. Strong segment. All right, up next is VA. VA, what is your section called?
Today, it's top 3, and this week's specific topic is what are the top 3 changes or wish list items you'd like to see in Destiny?
Let's keep
whether it's a story.
Keep this short.
Kind of short, yeah.
We're not going to want to dive into every 15 answers. Right. So just.
But like, is there a story angle that an NPC you'd like to see worked with? Is there a gun you'd like to see back? Is there a relatively simple tweak to a current game mode or event? Who wants to go first?
I like it.
I can go first.
Okay.
That's me, Dan. One thing that I would like to see is a game mode in the Crucible where it's basically normal Crucible, but you don't have any abilities. But you do have, like, you know, your shield and everything. But that way it's just guns and jumping.
Literally just a gunfight.
Ooh,
You have guns. You can't
That could be
throw
interesting.
You can't throw any supers out or no grenades, and I don't know what they would call it. They've gotten close to it with the what is it called? They took it out of the game. I forget what it was called. Momentum.
Okay. Yeah. Because they nerfed all the ability regen.
Yeah.
Unless you killed somebody. Yeah.
But
that's close to a callback to, like, you know, speaking of Halo, but like GoldenEye and stuff, where you could, you know, put those specific restrictions on, you know, like slappers or something like that, and where you couldn't do stuff like that. That actually does sound good. Yeah.
It'd be an
if it
interesting
didn't work,
take.
they could just delete it if it didn't work. And also, I would also like to see more cool emotes and weapon ornaments, because whenever I see something I really like, I buy it. So that's how they can make money, is to make cool stuff.
Good answer.
Awesome.
I can go next. I got three statements to make. Palindrome, Raised Lighter, and Gallahorn. Please.
What's the second one? Because in case anybody like me who didn't play
sword.
D1.
It's a sword, uppercut solar sword that did so much damage.
It was from that
to solar
pit,
bosses.
Boss in D1, right? With the
yes, I can't think what it was called. What was his name? Damn it! See, why do you do this every week?
Okay.
Well, Palindrome's back, isn't it?
It is. Yeah,
Yes,
Palindrome
it
is back.
Is it like D1 Palindrome?
I don't know.
Probably not.
It's
I haven't earned one yet, so I
Destiny2
don't know.
version of the Destiny 1 palindrome.
Yeah, because they've tweaked all the guns, I think, that they've brought back from D1 just a little bit.
Selena, a la cool?
That sounds
Similar.
like it's, yeah, I think that sounds like it,
that.
or if it's not that,
It's close.
yeah.
That's the best I can do. It's close.
But yeah, it's the one where Eris
Okay.
and her team go and die.
Who's
and
next?
I can go real quick. Zalo Supercell. I miss my Zalo Supercell.
Oh God, yes.
Oh my gosh.
You were a god with that.
Oh my god, it was so amazing. It was just an amazing gun. Everybody was a god with it. I miss my Zala Supercell. What else do I miss? I miss my Revive Sun Singer.
Yes.
Sunsinger. Yeah, my self-res.
Self-res. Break the game.
Self-res.
Yeah, I miss that. I don't know. Maybe some of the just like gear. I had some nifty little hunter looks in D1 that I kind of miss. I've got some old pics of.
I like the chroma. The chroma was awesome.
Oh gosh, yeah, I do
you
miss
make
the chroma.
scrapbook
Really look good.
and listen to Nickelback while you look at them.
That was a look at this photograph.
Yeah.
Every time it makes
Just
me
bawling
laugh.
your eyes out.
No, but yes.
No. Okay. it's a good image, though.
Okay, can I slide in here next? Is that okay?
To these DMs.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So I'm gonna say a little bit more customization when it comes to the way you set up your character. Like in D1, you had so many options on your skill tree. It feels like they're kind of trying to work it in with stasis, but stasis kind of sucks. So you don't get the full use. I feel like when they went to the 3 tree options and locked you in, it really hurt. I really like the ability to customize my character how I played. So I miss that. So I would like that back in as a function. And I had a better answer or more answers, but truthfully, that's the one that is stuck in my head right now. So my part's really short because that's all I can think of.
Okay, so mine is I'd like to see them do something with Ikora, because that poor lady has just been standing around with her thumb up her butt for a while, drinking lots of tea and, just looking out over the horizon. She's got to be having some serious chapped skin at this point. But I'd like to see that. I'd also like to see a material swap, so that when you have a lot of one planetary material and you need a different planetary material, it would be nice to be able to swap it. Yeah, it's still kind of playing the economy a little bit in the game, but nothing's more annoying when you go, okay, so I really need an upgrade module, and I can get 2 of them, because you haven't been on that particular planet for a bit. And right now you can't go to Spider and do any kind of swap unless you want Glimmer or Shards, or you have Glimmer or Shards. And we all know sometimes, yeah. And the last thing is, I'd like the Crucible modes to come back in the rotation, because right now you can choose Control, but it's also within the rotation of the playlist. So by default, you're going to play a lot of Control, which I know some people like. I get a little burned out thanks to Banner, because it's 1 week, nothing but Banner. Control all the time, as opposed to rotating through it.
Back.
I miss Rift. Sorry,
actually,
can I amend my list? I miss Rift.
I didn't like it, but it was also one of those that if it came in, you just bounced back to Orbit. Or put Rift back into the rotation for the weekly. That's the other thing too, is they pulled several
or more
of them,
objective-based Crucible games. Like
objective-based would be so nice, but it's just Crucible modes in general. I think it really lost something when they shrunk it down so little, and then on top of that made Banner the same mode every single time. Like, I know some people don't like Clash, some people don't like Supremacy.
Banner should rotate between the two, I feel like. At least.
Have the 3 modes that are there. But so that's it. Just some more Crucible modes would be nice. I think it lost something.
SRL.
I missed that.
SRL. I never experienced it.
That was my wind down at the end of the night after doing balls out and strike. Just do some SRL and kind of chill out, and then I'd be able to sleep better.
I didn't find it relaxing, but it was fun.
Nice segment, VA. Nice job. High five on that one.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, up next are fake Twitter questions. Now, last week I tried to be clever, and I gave the fake questions a fake name right out of the Impractical Jokers, and I realized the segment didn't go over that well, but then when I watched it the second time, I figured out why. We are gamers. We see gamer tags on stop. Weirdest, stupidest, craziest, dumbest tags non-stop.
I got killed by Mom's spaghetti.
Okay,
nice.
That's... I was going to say, does anybody remember one that offhand that just doesn't make any sense?
Killer puppies. There was a killer puppy one, and I was just like, no! I'm like, I wanted to kill them so bad. So bad.
Gamer names fascinate me because when you're born, your parents give you a name, and most people hate their given name. But when you become a gamer and you log in and it says, what's your name? You can pick anything in the universe. And people pick the stupidest things.
Well,
I went over this with Selena one time. I met a guardian. His name was a piece of burnt toast. And Selena goes, so in the Crucible, if you get killed by this guy, it's going to say you were killed by a piece of burnt toast.
Which actually hilarious. Not too bad.
It's hilarious.
I like that one.
In the Crucible only, if he's a blueberry on your fire team, you're like, the hell is this guy? That's the best you can come up with. I need a name. What's in your hand? Piece of burnt toast. There you go.
I like it.
Conversely, though, is the ones that are, kind of offensive. There's some that are pretty crude, lewd, and or just barely skirt the censor, and obviously not shown. Sony gets weird. Some of them come through, and I'm like, really? Because every other game I've ever played, that would not fly. But that, so yes, there's some that are stupid as all get out, but there's some that, like the I spanked your mom last night, and it was like, okay then, thanks.
Yeah. Coming from, the perspective of a mother, I get it. Like, from you.
A lot of that when the cross save came out. Because people were bringing their Steam accounts over and had
And like I said, they were allowed. Yeah, like I said, Bungie to me that's both a Steam or Xbox or whatever issue, but it's also a Bungie issue because I've been in games where the game itself goes, nope, not happening. Pick a different name.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the guild names. Those have been cute. There's been some great guild names. I'll have to do that for a segment sometime.
Okay, page questions. I want answers, guys. I don't want questioning and when I was 3, I don't want that kind of stuff.
What was the question?
We haven't asked it yet. Just answer it quickly, and we're going to move. We got 15 answers here, so let's go.
Damn.
Okay, Stump Beagle asked, if you had to build your pizza from the crust up, what would you do? Selena.
Thin crust, mozzarella, garlic cream sauce, grilled chicken, onion, mushroom. Yeah.
BC?
I'm really feeling Chicago-style pizza right now, so I need like Chicago-style crust, basic, just sausage, mushrooms, onions, some green peppers. Yeah, Chicago, a Windy City style. That's
nice.
what I'm
VA?
feeling right now.
It'd be a pan crust with the garlic sauce, pepperoni chicken, and bacon.
Nice.
Bread.
I would get a Detroit deep dish, barbecue chicken.
Nice. Next question, I want just a title, not a reason, just a title. Guy who took it to ask, you guys talk about Destiny a lot because you love it. Is there a game that some of you aren't that fond of? Just the title, no reason. I'm going Fortnite. I'm not a BR guy. That's PvP, no, not having it. Selena?
I don't like Fortnite, but I do appreciate what they've done.
Their business model is genius, but I don't like the game.
I can respect the business model.
This is going to be an unpopular opinion, I feel like.
Good, you get the bad comments.
Right. I'm going to say God of War. I'm just not really a fan of God of War.
Wow. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Jim, you want to be our host next week?
Like I said, this is
I'm
going to
put a bad comment on my channel.
Really a huge
Sony
fan
might
of God
actually
of
ban
War.
your account
I
now.
know.
Alright, VA, what do you got?
That's their baby.
I would have to say probably Minecraft. That is
no explanation,
yeah.
Sarah? No.
Just
BC?
doesn't get it.
She stole Minecraft, so I'm gonna go Roblox.
Okay. This is
Hey,
a real
you
quick
have
one.
to look it up.
By Curious George asks, what's your main? Real quick, I mean, come on, what's your main? I'm a hunter
Warlock.
only. I'm a
Hunter.
hunter only.
Warlock with the side of hunter.
Warlock all the way.
BA, what was that?
It's a Warlock all the way.
Okay,
Space
so we got
Wizards.
300s and 2 Warlocks in here. Not a Titan? Wow.
Yeah.
I guess the chemo worked. There's no cancer in here. That's awesome.
Womp womp.
We're keeping our wax content low.
Okay, just
No,
section.
no stacking on crayons.
A long Quartz asked, "What your com of all time?"
Anybody else catch that?
No, I did not. Something of all time.
A long Squirts asked, "What is your favorite sitcom of all time?"
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
I don't watch many of those.
BC?
Pressure.
Selena?
I'm gonna say Friends/Community. Highly rewatchable,
Okay.
both of them, and one's just a demented version of the other.
I've seen Friends 3 times, the whole series, and I've seen Community twice.
There you go.
VA?
I'd have to go, I guess, Roseanne. I just don't watch many sitcoms.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Growing up,
Alright,
though,
Dredd?
yeah.
I don't know. I guess I'll just say Parks and Rec.
Nice.
Okay.
That's not
Valid.
a bad show.
BC? You had some time.
Yeah, I had a little bit of time. I'm gonna go King of Queens.
Oh, nice.
one.
Okay. I had to flip a coin between old school and new school. New school would have been The Office. Old school is Cheers. And
Cheers. Oh,
Ooh,
man. Cheers came to mind for me, too.
11 seasons of gold, that was.
Yeah, Cheers came to mind for me, too. It's so good.
Okay, Helena Bottomfarter asked, what was the last movie you saw in the theater?
Ooh, God, that's been so long ago. Oh my God. That's been so long ago.
It has been so long. What's a theater, someone might ask.
Seriously.
AMC to the moon, baby.
Oh my God. I can't, I know I've seen
I'll go
ahead.
first. Mine's 12 years ago. I took my kids to see Up, and I liked the movie. That's back when
12
Pixar was
years ago.
good before Disney bought them.
Oh, man.
12 years ago. Crazy.
12 years ago, yeah.
My answer, Go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh my God.
Fine, I'll go.
Dread, go.
I seen Rise of Skywalker in theaters.
Oh, okay.
Because my girlfriend had never seen Star Wars, so I was like, you have to watch all of them now. So we watched all of them, and that one was in theaters when we got to that one. Oh.
Nice.
Did you VA?
Oh
Lena,
God, I'm trying
to think
remember
so.
what it was.
Was it
Like-
so? The question was the last movie
okay,
you
I-
saw.
The last movie you saw in the theaters.
Theater
It's
is
been so long.
it's a big room, and you sit down in a chair
Shush.
that's sticky. You have
I'm trying to think, like,
$10 popcorn and a $15 drink.
I mean, Get Out was like one of the last ones I remember seeing in the theater, but that was so long ago. I've had to have seen one since then. I think I saw one of the newer Star Wars movies in the theater. So that came after Get Out, right?
I think so. Mine would have been Star Wars and Cats.
Ew.
They both came. I know. Cats was one of the few movies I'm like, can I please have those 2 hours of my life? And thank God for AMC. A-list.
I would have gone on some substances and just really enjoyed it. It's the only way you could.
If I could with my job, I probably would have, because yeah, I think the only movie in recent history I've hated worse than that was probably Transformers: The Last Night, and that's only because I'm a G1 fangirl since '84. So
Yeah.
Nice.
But no,
Anyone not answer?
movies. Oof.
BC did not answer, and I'm gonna have
What's
to
BC's
say
answer?
Can you remember one that came out?
I cannot remember the last one that I actually saw, but I'm gonna have to say Deadpool 2.
Okay.
Okay.
But the
I think that was
one that
2019.
the one that I remember enjoying most, I went for Halloween and watched Rocky Horror in the theater. So,
Oh, nice. Classic. That counts.
That's the thing. Nice.
Doesn't have to be a new release.
Okay. No. Okay, last question. Knowing this group, we may run the table with 5 yeses on this. And if you answer yes, we need a short explanation, not something drawn out, just real quick. David Krappenschitz asked, have you ever been nude in public, intentionally or otherwise?
No.
BC?
yes.
Quick recap. Intentionally, unintentionally,
Intentionally.
skinny dipping? Okay.
I've been skinny dipping. There's a park table, a couple of places that people might not want to eat at. Just.
Oh,
There's a law in New York State. You can't sit on the table.
Oh my God.
She can.
Okay, we heard VA. She said no. So, Selena?
Yes, similarly along
Yep.
similarly along the lines of BC, but I didn't desecrate any property.
That you know of.
No, I'm very aware a tree is perfectly fine. Maybe it was a squirrel's home. I don't know, but that's the worst. Like, we just used it for balance purposes. It's fine.
I was gonna say no, but BC brought that up.
Yeah,
Upon
I know.
reflection.
Yeah, I need to
You need to amend. You need to amend your yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mine would be yes, with a policeman going, hello,
Oh,
this is a patrolled parking lot.
This
was
is
there a
Wendy's.
knock on the window?
There was a knock on the window. Luckily things were done.
And this was just the
and
afterglow moment.
We saw
Yes.
we saw the flashlight coming our way, and I managed to be covered enough to not completely be mortified. But he actually
Excellent.
asked for my license to make sure I was of age.
Oh, okay.
I was
responsible of him.
He asked you for your phone number?
He didn't open the door and be like,
no,
"Welcome to Chili's."
But yeah, so yeah, that was my amended.
Okay.
Is yes.
All right, my answer is yes. But I've been to a nudist facility that it was required almost.
Interesting.
And there was 100 people there. We were all just naked. No big
Naked.
deal. And I also want to nominate this Twitter question as the best ever, because that got the best reaction of any question I've asked in 3 years.
You cut out, my friend.
And we ran the table. Who called the shot? I called the shot. I said, we're going to, 5 of us, I know you guys, we ran the table. Okay, last quick segment. We're going to go over stats from last week. Views. And our first podcast was V8 just got kicked, I think.
Yeah.
I can hear VA, or at least I could hear VA,
I can't
but she
hear
couldn't hear
now.
anybody else.
Yeah, I think I lost.
I
VA.
cannot hear them.
I got her now.
Okay.
All right,
Alright,
the views,
so
good?
must go.
for our first podcast, the views were 71. For our second podcast, we're like 120. So that's a significant increase.
Yeah.
Last week we had no comments. It didn't come from one of us, so no comments last week. And Selena only dropped the F-bomb twice last week, and she's at 0 for tonight. A new personal
Don't
record.
jinx
She
it.
went an
She
hour.
could have had one in there.
Don't
Yeah, I
jinx
don't
it.
think so. I've been listening.
I'll find it.
When it comes to likes, we have, between Selena's channel and mine, we have 4 likes. But on my channel, we have a dislike. And I have a conspiracy theory here. During last week's pre-production meeting, I mentioned to everyone that my channel's been on for a year, and I've never asked for a like or a subscription, but I've never had a negative comment or a thumbs down. And an hour later, we got a thumbs down.
Speaking of jinxing yourself.
Does somebody want to fess up now, Selena?
What?
That you would
I don't even watch my own stream. Why would I watch anybody else?
A whole year and an hour after I say that, bam, thumbs down.
I think you're giving me way too much credit here for, like, 1, attention span, 2, follow through. Like...
And also, but you have to remember, Selena really believes in that, so she wants it to be true.
Squeeze me?
Yeah, you always are fucking getting out. Hey, it's at the end of the video. It's at the end of the video. It's fine. I looked it up today, and you can cuss. You can say the F word. Just not at the beginning of the video.
Oh, my Lanza.
We made it a whole hour.
It wasn't her.
Yeah.
An hour and 1 minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was getting ready to call Selena out.
I
Because
retract
she
that
always
offer
calls
of
me
being
out.
a host.
Alright, bring it back,
That's
BC, any idea who's going to be on the guest for next week? Any idea?
Well, actually, we might have a pair of guests next week. They should be coming back from vacation.
What's her name?
Ooh.
So we might have TDS and Envious on next week.
Okay.
And they're a father-son, yes?
They are.
Okay.
That's the hook.
That'll be an interesting dynamic.
Okay, well, we're at the end of the show. I'd like to thank everyone for being here. BC, thank you very much. Selena, thank you very much. VA, thank you very much. Dread, thank you very much for coming. You were definitely a candidate for a future
Short
guest.
notice.
And, well, we asked you like days ago. You said no, and then I talked you into it, so.
Well, I didn't know it was going to be so mild outside. I thought it was going to be hotter.
Okay, you're also a candidate for a guest host if need be, when VA has to be moving or I don't think this is fun anymore, and you can just hop in.
We'll see. I don't
You
know.
can't have my job.
It seems like a lot of work. I don't know about it.
It takes almost 5 minutes effort. And if anyone wants to see what it takes to make a mediocre podcast, just check out SelinaKyle1981's YouTube channel. She streams the pre-production meeting, so you can see how the magic gets started. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want. What are you gonna say? I don't know.
There's a lot of cussing in that one, though.
No.
Yeah,
Not for children.
No. Not so
definitely
much.
not.
Anybody else have anything else?
No, everybody have a great week and lots of good gaming.
Yeah,
The
we'll do it
story's
again
getting
next week.
interesting.
As BC said last week, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
Pew. Everybody have a fabulous week. Catch y'all later.
Are we off the air yet?
I'm